Okay, up here is the houses that we stayed in a few times when we first started coming here when I was married to my wife, before we had our kids. So it was over 40 years that we were coming here. This is all their property. This is the bocce ball courts there. That's the snack bar. That was built um, about 30 years ago. It wasn't always there. And up there, this gazebo was for these people. And this one, there's another one on that end there. There's a playground there. They added that. There's a fire pit there. There's a tennis court there, a pickleball court, whatever. And those houses were remodeled. And she says she's working on them, getting them down. So we want to get in here and get into these houses. We stayed in here a few times. We're right here by the snack bar, so we liked it. And we stopped coming for a while, for about 10 years. And my son wanted to come back up here, and we like it. It's a nice place to come just to relax and stuff like that. You can see the beautiful uh, sunset and stuff like that. Here, and the sunrise is a beautiful day. This is all their property. We're going to take a walk around the property. Now what we're going to do is go down here, and I'm going to show you, I showed you in the last video, a memory wall here. We'll show you that. This is an Akbar. This is where we have the Wi-Fi, right here. I don't want to touch the remote to turn it off. So I'm going to show you where we have stayed for the past few years. Again, I will explain it. Okay, you have those rooms there that go over to there. If you look up there, which will go up there, there's a house. One of the members of the family stays there. There's another one on the other side of the lake, which I think the mother and father were in, but now it's run by the daughter, because the father had passed away, and the two daughters, three daughters she has. So they run the place with, I guess, their boyfriends or whatever, or husbands. We don't know if they're married. We never ask. We just come up and enjoy our stay. You can see over here, see the rooms go all the way around. This is the only double decker. That one's separate. That goes all the way that way. What we're going to do is go this way and walk around the property, walk around the lake and everything else. Show you that. Should walk on that thing, but I'm, excuse me, I'm a glutton for punishment. There's the bocce ball courts. There's three of them. And here, there's two horseshoe courts right here. This is the dining room where we eat. And I believe at one time, across the street, you'll see a house. We'll go up there. Across the street, you'll see a house. This is not their property. Somebody said this property was for sale, but we can't get in touch with the people or whatever. May take a look before dinner and see if we can get into the houses there. All right, the people are there, right out there. All right, that's the swimming pool over there. All right. See, over here was the original pond. She's not keeping it anymore. I don't know why. Something about the motor or something like that. She can't get into it. So she stopped filling it. But it was nice, and there were goldfish in there at one time. And I want to show you the, this is a walkway to be able to walk in right into the office. That's the dining room, that's the office over there. right there. That's the office, right? There's a table where it was nice where we would play cards and stuff like that. We would bring a folding table and play cards. We just sit there for a while, have a coffee. There's a sign that says welcome. That's it. We'll move this up just a little bit so that you can see. You see the welcome sign there? And over here are the ducks and stuff like that. What we're going to do is we're going to walk down there and walk around the swimming pool area. There's a few sun tanning areas, stuff like that. This is the things I showed in the original video. All right, well, we'll take a walk down this way and show you. That house was for sale, I think, in 2021. So I believe it was part of Glenbrook. I think the owner lived there and stayed here. So uh, that's it, and it's on South Road in Mount Top. I showed you this last time, this bear. They were donated or put up there in memory. Each one is a number, and it's put up by the people that sponsor them. So they're made and they give money and they help people up here in Cairo, as you can see. The Cairo Bear Community Arts Project is made possible by Cairo Development Foundation. It goes to CairoDF.com, and they sponsor a bear and they give you a bear. See that? And of course, this is the sign. Welcome. I'm not filming you. So, see, and these are the flowers which I showed you before. Here's the shuffleboard courts. That's the pool. We're going to walk this way and see they have, I think it was a two-family house. It may still be because there's one family down here and there's the deck for upstairs. So might be nice. That would have been nice for us. My son and daughter-in-law could have lived upstairs. We could have lived downstairs. I don't know how many rooms it was, whatever. But that's it. This, you saw all these flowers here. It's kept up very well. They're playing shuffleboard, and this is a deck where people would sit, play cards, have coffee, whatever, lay in the sun. This is sun deck, and of course over here they're playing pickleball. It's also a basketball court right beside it. It's set up for tonight for the bonfire weenie roast. See all the flowers here? Very nice. Right here. Okay. There's a setup for the weenie roast. Last year we were in these rooms over here. But this is the back end of the pool. We were in these rooms. This is a 3-story building. At one time there were that was the game room. We made a game room off the pool. So it's not used anymore. It's just strictly storage. So those are the rooms up there in that building. Over here is where they set up the band and stuff like that. And they march around the campfire and they tell everybody and pick the best one. and it will show you the creek. They redid this, I think in 2000 or so. I don't know when they rebuilt this bridge, but they rebuilt this bridge. It was closed for a while. You had to go around the bridge to get to them come around South Road, whatever. It was down for a while. So now it's back up. You see the side door? So I don't know if it's two-family house or not on that house over there. See it? Here's the creek. Of all that rain, so it wasn't enough to fill it. It's running. We were coming. It was almost dry one year, but there was always water in it. It was never ever completely dry. And here's I want to watch where I'm walking over here. Here's the creek, all set up. Uh, guy plays music there, and people march around the fire pit, and then they roast marshmallows and frankfurters and stuff like that for the kids. If you want one, you can get one too. But now we're going to go over to the lake. There's the basketball, baseball field, and then the field goes all the way to the cemetery on the other side. All right, we'll continue with our walk. I'll explain as we go. This bridge was redone too. That's a racquetball court. There's a tennis court there, or a badminton court, whatever you want to do. They have swings for the kids. They have little things for them to go in. Of course, on the other side of this thing, which we'll show you, is another playground. The younger kids. And like I said, on the other field, up by the other house, there's another little playground. I said, well, why don't they build a playground there? And then they did. And then have to come down here. There's another bench over here. We'll watch you play, whatever. We're going to go over to the lake. Got to cross over the brook to get to the lake. The lake is on their property. This is all their property to the cemetery. We're going to walk to the lake. And if anybody's fishing, the lake, I don't think so now. Yep, there's somebody there. Okay, this is the bridge over the creek to the lake. And this is the lake. You could actually walk around the lake. There's a path that comes out around beside the cemetery. We're not going to walk around the lake now, but I want to show you it. There's something over there we may go check out. So this place over here was a resort also. That was a resort. We stayed there a few times when this place was totally booked. We came up one day, and he had a couple rooms, so we stayed there. And we were able to eat there. We ate here as well. They had window and stuff like that. They had a pool where those trees are now. Right in there was a pool. Get rid of it. It's now a golf course. Co-ops or condominium. They built actual apartments. I'll show you. Take a walk over there, but I want to see what this sign says first. This was a massacre over here in 1780 during the American Revolution. Jonathan's troops and wife killing were killed by Montauk warriors. Were here Frederick Swan Swanson, certified capital, carried out with the captors of Canada. So the capture, this is from the Atlantic, the Caro Historical Society. Read it, what it says. So this land was occupied in 1780 up here, okay? And these troops were killed. The troops killed the people that had the area up here by Montauk warriors here, near here. So it was in this vicinity somewhere, okay? Carried it captive to Canada. Whoever they didn't kill was taken to Canada. So that's amazing. I never knew that. It's 1880, excuse me, 1780. 1780. So now I'm going to take a walk over here. We're not going off the property. I want to show you. Over here they have events. People have weddings, whatever. They set up the tents and everything here. So they put plugs over here so they could set up the tents and everything. That's off season. They would rent there like June before the season starts. Season starts in the end of June. So until that time, if it's good weather or whatever, you could have a wedding here if you want. My son and daughter-in-law were looking to do it here, but they didn't because it was too expensive to rent the tents and everything else and to do it. And they didn't supply the thing. Everything had to be catered at that time. You're just using the land. That was cheap, but the catering was too much. These are those were actual rooms, but they made them bigger. And you got a kitchenette. It's a kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom in there. And they turned it into a cooperative and they have a golf course there. I don't know if the golf course is still in existence. It's always a golf course with the resort. He had extra rooms, so I guess he worked it out with them that we got the room. If we wanted to have dinner there, we could have dinner there. We could have breakfast and everything here if we were here. So Tony, the original owner, the father, said, go to the Glenwood. That's what we did. And they built, there's another one over there. They built another one up there. These were all, so I believe there's another one behind that, which I think there is. Turned them into, there were more rooms. He made a bedroom, a kitchen, and a living room area. And that's all you have, and whatever it is. And there's people living there. I'm going to show you what it was. It was called the Glenwood, not Glenbrook, Glenwood. And we're taking a walk to the other side of the lake, but we're going to go back that way in a few minutes. I just want to show you this property here that we did stay here a few times. They were originally from Glenwood, Queens, or somewhere in Glendale or whatever. So they came up here and built the Glenwood Resort, and it wasn't doing that well. So I'm going to turn it into condominiums. So we think people were going to come up here, but sure enough, they're occupied, and this property is kept up. So somebody's living here. It wasn't abandoned. There's some abandoned houses up here. This is closer and closer to the cemetery. See the cemetery? I want to show you the sign here. It's good. I'm not out of breath. A little bit. I'm stopping when I need to. Glenwood townhouses. That's what it is. Townhouses. At Round Top. And over there were cabins. At one time, they had an outhouse. Without exaggeration, they had an outhouse up there. I don't know if they sold this property to them or not, but I believe that's still got cabins on it. I don't know what the name of the place is, or if they even rent it out anymore. It was like a bed and breakfast. You had the cabins which you slept in, and the housekeeping cabins. You had to rent the cabin, get your dinner and everything else. They had breakfast here for you, but that was it. Just like in the dining room, they had the breakfast out, and you got breakfast. We never stayed here, but they were cabins in the woods here. I don't think they're here anymore. I want to come up here, show you the cemetery and the lake. You see it? Then we're going to walk back down that way. We're not going to walk the entire lake. I want to see if they have some cabins left. Yeah, I believe they do. I don't know if they rent them out anymore, but they're there. You can see them. Can you see them? Right there. Right there. There's one, two. There's about 5 or 6 on here, on this piece of property. And you could take a trailer, or you could put the trailer there. There's spots for trailers and stuff like that. And they had like a dining room set up over there where that white building is. They had breakfast. There was housekeeping cabins. So now we're going to walk back. I'm not going to walk around the entire lake. It's almost like walking the entire lake. But this is their lake as well. The people are fishing up there. See the lake? How beautiful it is? This is the lake. And you can see the resort from here. We'll walk back to the bridge. We'll walk across. We'll walk around and come back to our room. See how nice it is? And over there, on that island over there, right there, where the weeping willow trees are, that's where they shoot off the fireworks from. Right here. I believe it's this island. Right there. That's the lake. The island's over here. Right there. There's a spot that he shoots them off from. You'll see tonight. I think I got pictures from last year up as well. Go back to 2024, Glenbrook. You'll see pictures of Glenbrook. So we'll walk back to the creek bridge. I just want to show you the lake. Get to the walkway. Now, see, there's an inlet. There's an inlet right there. You see that there's a house on that island. That one right there. You see it? You see that island? That's where they do the fireworks from, right there. Let's see if we can get some of it. Right there on that island. So let's go back, take a picture out. So you get it? It's that island right there. Okay, we'll continue to walk. Ooh, my stomach is. Continue to walk the property, and you see it's well maintained. It's not abandoned. It's well maintained, and that little island there, that's where the fireworks shoot off from. If you walk around the lake, you can see it. It's there, and I don't know what over there. That looks new. That may be a house, one of their houses over there on the other side of the lake. I don't know. Maybe another resort, but they own up to the lake, so the lake is theirs. There's another lake, another pond on the other lake on the other side of those trees. So I believe the walkway, which goes that way over there. See that? Over there. That's where you come out around the lake over there. And I believe that's it. I don't remember that last time there, but it's there. I don't remember that. So we walk around the lake right over there. If you can see that area, we never saw that before, unless that's new. I don't know. I don't remember that. But that's it. This is the lake. That's the dock to fish off of. Right there. Let's bring it closer. See the people fishing off the dock? Right there. That's the dock they fish off of. Let's bring this to about here. Come back. See, that's the dock. And there's the bridge that we came over. We'll go around the place. Okay? Take you up behind the animals. It's an actual working farm. I only have one time, but this is not farmed anymore. So they use it for catering. That's why the meter is there. I guess they put lights in the tents or whatever. Isn't that a beautiful view? You could come over the bridge right there, that bridge, and walk around the lake or walk to the dock over there. But we're going back to the bridge. So we're not fishing this year. Next year, we stay the week. We're going to fish. We're going to do a whole review. We're going to look at the property, look at the animals one day, and everything else. Good or willing if I'm still here. I hope to be. Hope everybody is on the channel. Keep watching. So I will set up the camera later. I'll try to get some pictures with the fireworks and stuff like that. But that's it. we're gonna go to the dock over here. You see the dock? Somebody brings their kayak. You could actually row in a lake if you want to bring one and go in it. You could go in it. And like I said, over there, this island right here, we'll go over here. See where the bench is? This bench straight out. That's the island right there. Over there. We'll pan out now. That's the island. Again, one more time. That's where they shoot the fireworks off from. That will be tonight. This guy's got his kayak there. See, I don't think anybody lives there. That's where they shoot the fireworks off from. I'm going to show you that there are chairs and stuff over there. I don't want to fall down the hill. We're under the tree. Let's. That's the actual island right there. You see it? You see this stuff on the island over there? We'll pan out again. 1, 2. There's nobody here now. But that's it. There's a bench on there. You can sit there if you want. But that island is actually where they shoot the fireworks off from. That one. So we'll walk back. Very nice. That is the creek right there. Okay, we're walking back to that bridge. I know there were some holes here, so we're going to be careful and walk over there. If you want to get another view of the islands that are there, before we go over there, over the bridge, there it is. You see how neat it is over there? That's where they shoot the fireworks off from. And there's a bunch of ducks over there. Geese, actually. See the geese? See the geese? Show you the geese. See the geese? Okay, we'll pan back out. All right, there they are. Now we're gonna, here's one, a loving memorial. They had their thing put here. See, you could have a bench, whatever. We're thinking of doing that next year. Maybe just a plaque on the memorial thing. But you have a place, a bench here, whatever. Dedication to the family coming up here. But what I would do, I would I don't know if they would let us do it, but I would do it and have tell my wife that they're back, I think, or they're shopping someplace else. That was them. Uh, Getting in the bench or something like that, or getting buried up here. Have a view of the lake, see if there's spots available by the lake, and view the lake. The memory of the thing. Always came here for 40 years, whatever, over 40 years at Glenbrook. Loving memory of so and so. That would be nice. A lot of stuff just going through my mind. So if you go there, you see the barn. There's another barn over there. Like I said, it's an actual working farm. So nice. I wanna move up here and say what I would just love this much land. Like from where that dock is to the road over there, have that area, have the house up here somewhere, up here, right? Have the tiny house with 2 bedrooms, a little tiny house for my daughter, a tiny house for my son and drive up to the thing. This would be on this land. I'd be a greenhouse and everything else. I would set up a farm stand, and the people go into the greenhouse and stuff like that. That would be nice. It doesn't have to be this. It could be in here. This area. This would be over here would be our house and everything else. Like here in the front, we drive up to the front of the gate. It wouldn't be on the side of the road. We have the barns. We'd have a chicken coop, stuff like that for the chickens, and have 2 barns, garage, stuff like that. And I can actually see us doing it. Good Lord willing, I hope to be around for another 10, 20 years. I'd love to be at least 90. And then I don't want people to burden me. I want to be healthy and work the farm and everything else. Like her father-in-law, Debbie, who's running the place now. Tony's still alive. It would be nice. Something like that. We'll go around here and go that way. Like I said, this would be our land. Our house would be here off the road. It would be wooded area and everything else. We'd have another house here. We'd have my daughter's house in the back. She'd have a walkway to our house to eat and everything else. And then this land we'd farm. This is a badminton court, I believe. Whatever. So this is the farm. I'm not going by the playground because there's kids in the playground. So we're gonna go this way. This may be about an hour video. Hopefully we'll go to the snack bar and we'll upload today. And I will definitely, positively try to go live tonight or last night here. But I don't know. This is the first time we've had problems with the internet. Just have been having problems all week. Last couple of weeks with it. So that's why it wasn't on. So there's the bar over there, nightclub, so to speak. Game room upstairs, a bar downstairs with music, the dance floor, stuff like that. This is the farm house. This is where the goats are and the sheep, I believe. This would be nice farmland. Even back here. Put the house back here. Have everything behind us. Like that. Have that the farm. And have this the farm. Have our houses right here in the front. Have a nice pond. Waterfall with goldfish and stuff like that. I would make it predator proof. There's the sheep or goat, whatever. We're going to go check them out. It would be nice. So we're looking to do. Eventually, I would say within the next year or so, good Lord willing, within the next 2 years, by 2027, 2028, willing, if we're also alive, we'll be up here somewhere or down south somewhere. My wife doesn't like the cold weather, so I don't know. They say this winter's going to be rough, so we'll see. Yep, that's a sheep. Where's the goat? This is a pond. Let's say hello to the goat. This is the horse path. I don't know where the horse is. There's the goat. Ah, ah. No, that's a sheep. A goat. Hi, goat. Hi. They got it as a baby, so the past 3 years we've coming up here. It's that. And there's another one over there. I have a pond over here, I guess, for the ducks and stuff. They're not in it today. But I could see doing it and having it kept up, cleaned and everything. There's a goat. Hi. Ah. No? There's there's the mate over there. Thought it was a sheep. Oh, my bad. Okay. Now there's a barn with all the tractors and stuff like that. I would build a steel building for the tractors. I would make something like this, a chicken coop for the chickens. And I would go in it every night. Or build something like what How to a Duck. There's another one over there. Right there. You see him? Right there.